Welcome to today's video. So this one is a bit different because we're going to be going over what I would consider the 6th men of CSGO, at least of 2020 at the very least. So we have Bit, Bubzkji and Nivera, and obviously you'll be thinking, well, hang on, Bubzkji doesn't play for Mad Lions, Nivera doesn't play for Heretics, Bit still plays for NoobHubHQ actually, but this is actually just their statistics before they joined their respective new teams. So I suppose Bit is a bit of a weird one because he still plays for NoobHubHQ, he just plays some maps instead of Flamey. Bubzkji, obviously he played for Mad Lions, he's played, the most maps of all these players by a long shot as well, which shows why his average rating is lower than theirs as well. And then Nivera didn't really get too much of a jump up until he got to Heretics. That's when he got a lot more games played. But overall you can see all three of them were starters, that's the main point. They were not 6th men, they were not subs, they were nothing, they were starters. Bubzkji, for example, was a star rifler, if anything, as well. So this is now highlighting the ratings of each 6th man so far. So this is only using the maps where they've played as the 6th player on the roster. So Bit with a 0.92, Bubzkji with a 0.89, Nivera 1.11. So nothing surprising here really. Everybody knows that Nivera has been the shining light when it comes to being the 6th man. The Vitality have integrated very, very well. I thought this might be a good way to compare the 3 players at the very least, because this is essentially what the big 3 in terms of teams, right? Na'Vi, Astralis, Vitality. So let's move on to the next slide, because this one covers the ADR. So you can see now it shows the maps played, so 8 maps for Bubzkji, 9 for Bit, 29 for Nivera. And obviously we see still, so Bubzkji, even though he had a lower rating than Bit, he does have a lot more ADR, which I wouldn't take too much account for. Like, it's only 7 difference, not too crazy. And then there's a 4 difference between Bubzkji and Nivera, but the rating was way higher. It was what, 0.22 difference, I believe, between these two, but a 0.4 ADR difference. So it makes you think, well, what is Nivera doing differently? He probably is just surviving a lot more, as well as the other thing. And now we have the maps 1 with the 6th man playing. So again, Bubzkji's only had the 4 wins. He's only played Nuke so far for Astralis, and to be honest, it's not been a great showing. I'll be clear. It's a bit of a weird one. On CT side, Bubzkji performs way better. On T side, he really struggles. Doesn't really fit in their system, and I'm assuming that's just because it hasn't had time to fit into the system. Bit 5 maps 1 of the 9, and then Nivera has a lovely 19 wins of 29 played. Everybody knows how successful he's been, and let's move on to the next slide, which is actually just comparing the number of rounds with multi-kills. So this is rounds where you get 2 or more kills straight up. And everybody knows Nivera, again, he's been the shining light. I was surprised to see Bit this high up as well. He's not that far behind Nivera, but Bubzkji being this low, it's really not what you want from a player like him. He's somebody who you would hope to see a lot more from. And then the final slide here is actually just comparing. So we have the maps, or percentage of maps with 1+ rating where they won. So 58/62 for Nivera, and then percentage of maps with 1+ rating. So this is just to see if there is potentially a correlation between the player performing well and being the difference maker for the team. So for Bubzkji, I don't think there's enough maps in his sample size to really compare, but he does have a straight up 1-to-1 value. Bit, it's 3 to 4, not too surprising there, because he does have simple playing outrageous sometimes to drag them through, or drag them over the line, I guess. And then Nivera, so Nivera, funnily enough, has more maps with 1+ rating than they have won when he's played, right? So I think he has 21 maps where he has 1+ rating of the 29 played, and then only 19 wins. So he's actually one of the players who's been standing out regardless of the team effort, I guess. And this shows then he's had 2 games where he had 1+ rating and they lost straight up. So, oh no, this has just been a short analysis of the 6th men. I'm hoping to see more from these guys. This information is accurate as of 5th of February, just so it's known, just in case. Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody.